Hey friends, I'm Sarah from North Carolina. Please like and subscribe. Ever since I can remember, I've had to fight for my mom's attention. And it was all because of my elder sister, Amanda. She was the family's golden child, and Mom loved her to bits. Amanda was great in studies and sports and looked like a porcelain doll. Sometimes I wondered why God had to make her so perfect. Gosh, how I envied her. One time, we got her report cards from school, and as usual, Amanda had aced all the tests. Wow, Amanda, I'm so proud of you. My daughter gets an iPad. Show me your results, Sarah.
Mine didn't come yet. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Mom, it's in her bag. She must have failed again.
Amanda then ran and brought my report card, and I just wanted to kick her hard. C's, D's, and an F again? When I go to school, teachers can't believe you're Amanda's sister. When Mom left, Amanda kept laughing at me and telling me I was a dumbhead. No, I wasn't. I just didn't want to try because I knew no matter what I did, Amanda would always be one step ahead of me. We both had our birthdays in August, and Mom would always throw a combined party. On Amanda's birthday, one time Mom even forgot to have my name written on our cake. But I was glad Dad was always on my side. He'd spoil me rotten. Every time Mom would scold me for having bad grades or making some mistakes, Dad would defend me and take me out for ice cream. I know your mom has a lot to say. For me, her arguments go in one ear and out the other.
Wow, I should do that too.
Dad was the best, but in 5th grade, something awful happened. He suddenly left us and settled in Europe. He promised to come for me soon, and I waited for weeks, but he never did. Even his number became unresponsive after some time. That was a huge blow for me. Mom and Amanda tried to talk to me, but I just shut them out. I knew Dad had left because of Mom, yet she still acted like she was innocent. Sweetheart, I know how you feel. Just know that I'm here for you.
What are you talking about? I'm fine. And please don't be here or anywhere for me. Because of you that Dad went away.
Saying that, I ran to my room and slammed the door shut. Things were pretty much the same at school. I had no friends, and Amanda was like the most popular girl. One time during recess, I was looking for a place to sit, and seeing an empty chair at the table, I pulled it. But just then, I heard someone yell. OMG, a girl was about to sit, and I had pulled the chair without realizing it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Really? Are you blind? I think you were just trying to be funny. I'll teach you a lesson. Saying that, she took my tray and rubbed it all over my face. The entire cafeteria burst into laughter. But the worst thing was spotting my very own sister laughing at me too. I instantly ran out and hid in the janitor's room and cried. Just then, I felt a hand on my shoulder and jumped in surprise.
Who's there? I know karate and I'm not afraid to use it.
Just then, someone turned on the light, and I saw a boy my age. It was Eric. He was a new admission, and since he was cross-eyed, the kids made fun of him all the time. Hey, I was here first. It's kind of my hiding spot, so you have to leave.
Nope, not happening. I'm not going out there.
I can understand. Why do people have to be so awful?
No idea.
We both sat there for some time, and then Eric handed me a cloth, and I cleaned all the icky food from my clothes. We have to go out at some point. Maybe we could support each other and go out together? I really liked Eric's idea. We took a deep breath and stepped out of the janitor's room, acting like nothing had happened, and pretending like we couldn't care less about jerk bullies. It totally worked, and for once, I had a friend. Eric and I started hanging out together all the time, and we grew really close. One time in 7th grade, we were having the most boring history class ever, and Eric was hating it the most. I think I'll start crying. She's just dragging the lesson. Aw, anything can be fun if you know how to draw. I showed him the sketch I'd made of our teacher, and he nearly burst out laughing. You are the ultimate jerk. But the teacher heard his comment and sent him to detention for using the word jerk in the class. I couldn't just sit and listen to her blabbering, so I stood up. Yes, Sarah, do you have something to say?
Yes. I want to say jerk.
Everybody is a jerk. Detention for you too. When I went to the detention room, Eric actually thanked me for getting him kicked out of that boring class. And I knew you'd be here within minutes because you can't stay too long without me. He was so right. He then had this awesome plan of sneaking out of the school to visit a fun fair nearby. How could I say no? Eric and I had an amazing time. We took so many rides and ate tons of ice cream. For a while, I remembered all the fun times I had with Dad and thanked my lucky stars for sending me Eric, my best friend. But when we returned to school, I was shocked to see my mom and Eric's parents there. What were you thinking, sneaking out of school? Are you crazy? You never do such things, Eric. What's gotten into you? Oh, I'm sure it must have been my daughter. She's really a handful. But Mom, it was both of us. Yeah, it was my plan. But no one would listen to me, and in the end, I was the only one to be suspended. I hated Mom so much for that. She didn't even once try to be on my side like Eric's parents did for him. Once we got home, I had the worst fight with her. I wish it was you who'd left. Dad was the one who loved me. All you can see is your perfect Amanda. Oh yeah? Well, guess what? Your dad left because he was selfish. But you never see that I'm the one doing everything for you. I'm the one who's stuck around. Selfish? Dad? How? I am not having this discussion with you. Just go to your room, right now. I went to my room and I was so angry that I knocked everything off the table, even the picture of Dad and me. But I regretted it instantly because I loved that picture. Just as I was picking it up, I accidentally cut my hand on a piece of glass. And that's when Amanda walked in and totally freaked out. Oh my God, Sarah, you are so careless. Let me see your hand. Come on. She cleaned up the wound and put a bandage on it. Why are you suddenly acting like you care about me? Because I do care. No matter how dumb and hot-headed you are, you're still my sister. And I love you. You and Mom are the only family I have. Look, I know I've not been the best sister or made things easy for you, but I will try to be better, okay? Fine. I don't hate you either. Amanda chuckled and so did I. She asked me why I got into trouble, and when I told her that I'd bunked school with Eric, she seemed really amused. So, is he like your boyfriend or something? Yuck! Ew, gosh no! Eric is my best friend. Ew, please don't ever use the B word again. We both burst into laughter. After that day, things were somewhat better between Amanda and me. She even started helping me with my studies, and it was because of her I cleared my exams and entered freshman year of high school. During summer vacations, Dad suddenly seemed to remember that he had kids and sent tickets for me and Amanda. Amanda refused to go, but I was really excited. But when I got there, I learned Dad had a new family. I'm sorry I hid this from you, kiddo. I wanted to tell you everything a while back, but there was never a good time. I was so angry at him, and now I was stuck here for a month. The only thing that got me through was talking to Eric for hours every day. He told me that he'd started seeing a girl, and I was really happy for him. When I finally went back home, I was so eager to meet Eric. Dork, I missed you so much. Me too. So tell me, who's the mystery lady? Won't you introduce me to her? Sure, I'd love to. How about we meet tonight at the pizza joint? Awesome! In the evening, when I went to the pizza joint, the girl sitting next to Eric made the earth beneath me shake. It was Amanda. I felt like someone had punched me. The moment Eric and Amanda spotted me, they smiled, but seeing my angry face, their smiles dropped. Wow, awesome. This is like the cherry on top of my terrific life. Well done, sister, for stealing the only friend I had. And Eric, are you stupid? You know how Amanda is. All the guys are after her, and she chose you just to mess with me. Don't you see it? Sarah, how can you say that? I finally thought things were better between us. Why do you always have to be so bitter? I'm not talking to you. Eric, come on, let's go. I want to talk to you alone. Seeing how he didn't even budge, I felt angrier. Fine, but don't come crying to me when she dumps your sorry butt. It was as if the whole world was against me. My mom didn't like me, Dad abandoned me, my own sister stole my best friend, and he proved to be the worst. He stabbed me in the back. For days, I was angry and avoided everyone. Even though Eric kept trying to talk to me, I refused to listen to a word. Some weeks later, the spring dance was announced, and when I learned that Amanda and Eric were going together, I felt so alone. But luckily, a guy from my class asked me to the dance, and that made me feel better. Mom, I want your purple dress. I'm gonna make some changes. I am so excited for the dance. Of course, my dear. You'll look lovely in that dress. Sarah? Do you want something of mine? Or perhaps we can both go shopping and get you a new dress for the spring dance? Please? The way she said please made me give in, and I went shopping with her and got myself a new dress after trying so many. I actually had a really good time with Mom. Maybe she wasn't so bad after all. On the night of the dance, Eric and Amanda looked like $1,000,000. Mom took so many pictures of them while I waited for my date to come, but he just didn't show up. Come on, Sarah. You should just come with us. Forget about that guy. Yeah, you look amazing. Just join us. As your third wheel? No thanks. I hated the pity in their eyes. I went to my room and climbed out the window. I just wanted to run away from everybody and everything. I was so lost in my thoughts that I didn't even realize it started raining. I ran into a park and sat under the gazebo as I cried. But then sometime later, someone swept me into their arms. It was Mom. Mom, how did you know I was here? Magic. No, I just followed you. Tell me, baby, what's bothering you? Is it the Amanda and Eric thing? Honestly, I don't know. I think it's everything. You love Amanda more than me, Dad leaving us to get another family, Eric choosing Amanda, all of it. Mom hugged me tighter. I love you both equally, sweetheart. Because you had such a strong bond with Dad, I felt like I needed to be more caring towards Amanda. She always felt left out when you and your dad had fun, and it made so much sense. I'd never put myself in Amanda's shoes before. Honey, no family is perfect. We argue, we fight, we even stop talking to each other at times. But in the end, family is family, and the love will always be there. Come on, those two are soaking in the rain for you. When I looked up, I saw Amanda and Eric. They both came running to me, and we all hugged. Well, the spring dance went amazing. Amanda had Eric, and I got asked by a really cute boy to dance. We had fun like no one was watching, and for the first time in many years, I felt happy and loved.